Alright, Omnitor Texas here. Today we have Steven with his Junk-Doppel deck. So, Steven, go ahead and show us what your deck has.
Alright, well, I got into it. So, Junk-Doppel is one of my favorite decks of all time. I've been playing it for a very long time, since for like 6 years. It used to be really bad because I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. But I know what I'm doing now, and the new support's going to be great when we get Jet Synchron and Boost Warrior and Excel Sync. I'm really excited for Excel Synchron. It's one of the best synchros I've seen the decks and have. So, but for now, go ahead and run the board we can because why not? And this is Speedy Stevens because he's one of my favorite YouTubers here, or synchro streamers. So we'll go with 3 Junk Synchron as your starting card. He's the most important card of the deck. This is in the Quick Draw Dandy format. This is Junk Synchron, Junk-Doppel. He's half the namesake of the deck. When you normal summon him, you get to a level 2 or lower from your graveyard back to your field. It can be your synchro tuners. It can be your level 1s. You play a lot of level 1s and 2s in here. And this is your main combo play. I'll show you a little combo at the end. It's a very simple one that the deck should know. Everybody who plays deck should know. I play the Ultra because that was given to me by a good friend. So, awesome card. One of my favorite cards of all time. I would legit get this tattooed. Moving forward, we got double Quick Draw Synchron. I only play 2. I don't really like 3. I played 3 before. It got too cloggy for me. 2 is still a perfect number. Maybe if Dandelion was at 2, I'd play 3 Quick Draw. But since Dandelion's at 1, we can't really abuse the Dandelion token like we used to back in the old day with Double Warrior as well. So this will have to do for now. It's a solid card. It's one of my favorites in the deck. Remember that he can only bring out a Synchron exclusive Synchro monster. So that's just, I'll show you what I mean by that later. For now, we still play 2 unknown Synchrons. He's a Cyber Dragon, essentially. You just drop him on board. He's really useful. He will probably get cut once Jet Synchron comes out, because as good as he is, Jet Synchron is a deck-themed glow-up bulb, and you can use 3 of them. So what the hell, right?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to use that. I might use one of these still, because it's useful. Moving on, we got double Doppel Warrior, the other namesake, why it's called Junk-Doppel. So Doppel Warrior is when a monster from the graveyard special summon to the field from the graveyard. You can special summon it from your hand, and he just lets you loop so many combo plays. And whenever he's sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon, you get 2 tokens. So you can just keep your combo plays rolling really fast, and it's pretty disgusting the combos you can pull off with this. I know Fables like to use him too. He just won him. I was so happy when he finally got the super reprint after like 6 years of him just being rare. Moving on here, I have double Level Leader. I wish this was super. Level Leader's a great card. Every time you use them with Quick Draw, you're just plussing really heavily, in my opinion. You're not plussing, but you can get synchro at least. And this can get your plays rolling. This is nasty. You want to get both engrave. You want at least 1 die. I think 3 is way too much because it's really cloggy at 3. But 2 is a really solid number. Unfortunately, this is like the only not searchable card in the deck. Everything else is. But you can mill it off. There's nothing better than milling off a level leader after using a tuning, because you just know that you're going to win that duel, no matter what. And then the last of the Synchron, I guess this is my Synchron engine, will be a Cobalt. I don't play Explorer. I will play Explorer when we get to new support, but for now I'm going to play Cobalt. Cobalt, when he's in the graveyard and you have a tuner on board, you can special summon him, and then he's banished. So he's just a useful card to make another tuner, another Synchro card. So that's it for the Synchron engine. Moving on to the Plant engine of the deck. It's not too big. 3 math. I know some people might say this isn't a good idea, and I can agree with that to a certain degree. But I was running into consistency problems with my old builds. I didn't really like Tengu's that much. I thought he's a great card, but he just doesn't work anymore for me because I want my normal summons to be with this. And are you going to wait to normal summon this? Yes, but I get to dump a card. I get to dump my Plant engine. I get to dump stuff like Cobalt, stuff like Level Leader. You get stuff in the grave rolling really quickly, and it never. I mean, it doesn't neg unless they Raigeki, which they're wasting a Raigeki on him at that point. Also part of the engine, we play 1 Dandelion because tokens are fun, and as the aforementioned Quick Draw Dandy format was great. 1 Spore, it's a great plant tuner. Why not? You have 3 plants in here, and then the Glow Bulb, because this is the tuner you want. This is the plant tuner you want to dump with Mathematician first turn every time. If you open with this, you're in a good position, especially if you open with this. You'll see that combo. So that's it for the little Plant engine. Only 6 cards. And then we have a little Chaos engine here. It's a Mutt deck. It's a cookie cutter. We play 2 white and 1 Collapse Serpent. We have a lot more darks in this deck to control, but we don't have that many lights for the Chaos stuff, so we need to play the white, the River Bursters a little better. And, you can just loop all 3 of them, and that's really nice. You just decked in. And this makes you access to 6s, to 5s, everything you need. So, really like this. Really like this card. It was one of the best support cards I think that came out recently. I play 2 Veilers. I've always played 2 Veilers. It's useful now because the format's so freaking ridiculous like Trishulas and all that stuff. But this is just a good card in general. And it's a level 1 tuner that you can bring back with Junk Synchron. You can drop it and then bring it back with Drill Warrior later. So, really useful card. The last 3 monsters I play, really monster heavy. 1 Gores, I kind of want to play 2. I did play 2, but it was clogging for a while, so I'll test it a little bit. You don't play any traps here. It's a trapless build, much like a lot of my decks are, to be fair. But it's really good. 1 Dark Arm, because it's dead late game. Everyone knows that, but you have so many darks you can just like get out of your graveyard really quickly. That tends to be live almost every time. And if you can drop Dad with Quasar, I mean, you won. You drop Quasar, you won. You drop Dad with him, you really won. And then 1 BLS because you have the light support, including Formula Synchron and the extra deck to do stuff. So that's going to be it for the monster count. I believe it is 26 monsters, I think. Really heavy. Moving on to the spells. We play 3 tunings. Tuning is fantastic. Search out any Synchron and you mill a card off. And as you saw at the beginning of the duel, at the beginning of the deck profile, we have a lot of Synchrons to go through. You tend to want to add Junk and or Quick Draw depending on what the situation you're in. So, best card. It's crazy. You can do it any 10 turns you want. 3 Rotas because, in case you didn't know, Junk Synchron's a warrior, and so is Doppel Warrior, and you play 5 warriors, and you can just use your Rotas to get your combo piece a lot better. It's a combo heavy deck, so you need a deck in as much as possible to get your combos rolling quickly. Because if this deck's turbo, it's a turbo deck. If you can get rolling fast, no one's gonna stop you. And for that, we play 3 Upstarts as well, just because you hit for. My belief on Upstart is that if you can hit for 11k without trying, you can play Upstart. This deck hits for 12k without trying, so this is perfect in here. This is speed. Those are the 3 ofs. I don't play MST. I side all 3. 1 Allure Darkness because you have a lot of dark targets and just to keep drawing to your deck. 1 Foolish Burial. Plus this and that petition, you always have stuff in grave, really useful. 1 for 1. You want to get your glow bulbs out, your level leaders out, just to get them in the graveyard early and on the field just to make synchro plays. 1 Regeki because if you go for the OTK, why not clear board? And Soul Charge because this card's retarded in here. The truth. And that's it for the main deck. We'll move on to the extra deck real quick here. We play 2 Formula Synchrons. This is someone everyone knows. If you're playing Synchrons and you're not playing Formula Synchron, not playing the deck directly, you get to draw 1 whenever you summon them. But obviously, people should know the loop by now. 1 Mistbird Colossus. You make any level in here without trying really, but Mistbird can come in handy to negate effects that you can't get around, and you can just keep going forward. So this is a really solid card, I think. Why not? 1 Phonon Pulse. It's either this or Armory Arm, and now we're going to get that great old 1 Haster card, I believe, in the fall. I still like Phonon Pulse. I wish he was a holo card. I think it was holo in Japan. He's just a nice synchro tuner that lets your plays keep rolling. You can give up your formulas when you have Librarian and make him with them and another card, and get another draw if you're really just looking to dig deeper. Remember, his effect only kicks off, because you can go level 1 through 3, and he is level 4. If you decide to keep him at level 4, you don't have to... You can keep special summoning, but if he's level 1 through 3, you have to bring out dragons only. So that just depends on the situation. 5s, we play 1 Armades, because Armades is one of the better 5s in the game. There's not that many, but he's just swinging over stuff for free. Junk Warrior, this is going to be replaced by Excel Synchron. Excel Synchron is just infinitely better than half the freaking cards and majority of this extra deck. Librarian, I wish this was it too. This is one of my favorite card of all time, one of them. Just being able to keep drawing this in Formula is absolutely dirty. Get 2 draws, just keep plussing. We play 2 6s in Drill Warrior. My bad. In Drill Warrior, because I used to play Junk Gardener, because Gardener's really useful for protection, but being able to just discard any monster to add anything back to your hand, so you can recycle your Veilers, you can recycle your BLSs if they get killed. Just a really useful card, just to keep stuff rolling. Recycle your Synchros. 1 Goyo, because he's the best generic 6 out there. 7s, we play 1 Black Rose, because it's gorgeous, and nuking the board's always fun. Clearwing, because I was waiting for this card forever, and I was very happy to have it. You can play Michael, now that you play the Chaos Dragon engine here, and make it really easy. It depends on your preference, but there's really no room. The extra deck space is super tight in Synchron decks, because there's so many good Synchros you want to play, and unfortunately can't play them all. For 8s, I only play 2 8s. I play 1 Stardust because it's my favorite card. I'm going to play it in every deck that I possibly can. Road Warrior, because you can do some really nice combo plays with this. If you don't have your exact combo, this can get you there, plus more. So that's why I like Road Warrior. If I had room, I would play Beals and Junk Destroyer, but once again, we only have 15 cards in here. one Shooting Star Dragon because this is one of the best cards in the deck, and why not? I mean, you play a lot of tuners in here, and if you do happen to make him, you can just completely go off. And of course, Quasar, which will probably go to 2 once we get the new support, because you can make him really easily in that build. And that's also why you play Shooting Star as well. Quasar is the boss, man. I've waited for him for years, and he finally came out, so I was able to afford him. I have a kind of a throwing together side deck, but it'll work. I played. Remember, side decks are for preference, but I played 3 Puppet Plant because Shadal is one of my bad matchups because Winda hates me. So this is a good way just to take their stuff. 2 Lancia. Lancia is pretty good against Ritual B. Stops their plays dead in the water and just swing over for game next turn. Anything that banishes Infernoids. The aforementioned 3 MSTs because why not? You need to be able to clear back throw sometimes. 2 Econs because you can get rid of your level leaders, bring them back, and you're taking stuff, setting up in defense mode. Depends on what you need to do in that situation. 3 Decrees. I don't really like this card that much because I always draw it at the wrong time. So this could get cut one day, but it's very useful because stuff like Tellers, which annoy me to death, this is a good way to stop them. And then 2 Geometrios because I just like this card a lot, and it's pretty good against BA. I wish I had a Piercer in here because it'd be much better. But for now, this will have to do. But real quickly, before we go, I'll show you a quick combo. And it's really easy to get. It involves a couple of cards. It involves these 3 cards in any level 1 tuner. And we'll say Gold Bulb because for the sake of best hand. So it involves... And you're saying, that's really hard to get? Well, guys, we play Upstarts, we play triple Rotas, and we play triple Tuning. Like, getting this is very easy opening hand. So the combo would be, you give up Glow Bulb, Special Summon, Quick Draw, and that's how you get that going. Then you go Junk Synchron, uses effect, Special Summon Glow Bulb, and from that you can Special Summon Doppel Warrior. And then you have a 4-card field, and then you can Synchro Summon with those 2 to bring out your TG Hyper Librarian. And from there you get your Doppel tokens, which I don't have my tokens, so I'm just going to use these right now. And from here you can just you can go for that and go into your formula, and you get 2 draws. You can from here you have a choice. You can make a level 6 Drill Warrior if you want, or you can use Glow Bulb's effect to make another formula with the token and get 2 more draws, and maybe you draw something else to do with Quick Draw. So yeah, that's a simple combo that comes up pretty much every single duel, because the idea is to get that. So yeah, that is the deck, guys. It's very fun. If you like synchro decks, this is the deck for you, legitimately. You can pretty much do anything in it. And I encourage people to play it, because it's pretty skill-based, actually, to get everything in pieces together. And that's all.
All right. Thank you, Steven.